So good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. This is the orientation meeting for the Train the Trainer workshop. We have done Train the Trainer in person mostly, but this is probably the first time. We did a short one for graphic arts, isn't it, Sarunan, in one summer uh, last year or a year before last, where we trained the parents, 3 or 4 parents, but we've really not done this. So um, it's the first time. And the goal was not to, because we do have worksheets and we do have modules. Some of your children have attended those modules, or we have Priya here. She's from Asha for Autism in Bangalore. Their students have used it. So those are packaged modules. We're trying to say that this is not rocket science. You guys can create these worksheets. And hopefully, the overall objective of this course is to help you all to learn how to do that, and start exploring on your own. Um, and basically, that's what we'll go through. Before that, I'll just go through a little bit of theory of the whole, how this works and why it works, sort of thing. And then we'll go to a little bit of a demo to see roughly like what are the things you learn. But we can't do the whole thing, right? Because um, then it'll be too consuming. And anyway, we will be showing you a lot of tricks in the classroom. So let me start. So this is the workshop where we are learning how to leverage. Leverage means how to use to the maximum technology to build literacy, learning, and creativity skills for our students or children. And it is not meant for the children directly, but for whoever is going to create content or work with the children. So we're going to look at how technology helps in general, and what do we mean by literacy skills, learning skills, creativity, what are we targeting, and our methodology, which we've used with our Daksh programs, which is for the 5 to 15, or the L2L courses that we offer online. And then what are the objectives and outcomes from this? And what are the uh, software that you need, the required? I'll just going to say that. Yeah. Sorry, there was some parent who was trying to come. So why do we use AT or technology? My God, why is it showing something else and not what I want to show? I think I forgot to delete. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So why do we use assistive technology for autism? Anyone wants to answer? Anyone wants to give their views how technology has helped with your child who has autism or is neurodiverse? Let's make this a little interactive. Can you give an example?
Uh,
Like yeah,
uh,
go ahead.
for Varun, it makes life a lot easier. He's non-verbal, and so when he does it on the computer, it's a little easier for him to manipulate the mouse to a certain extent, even though he still struggles because of motor planning. But more importantly, it helps him. There is no pressure on him in terms of communication because the answers are there. They're easier to get to, rather than even typing out. He uses the letterboard, so sometimes even typing out single words and spelling things gets to be very frustrating.
Mm.
So this makes it a whole lot easier for him.
So it's easier to use. What I hear you say is it's easier to use. It gives him a response mode Since he has motor issues, he cannot speak or write or type.
Exactly.
And so the choices also help with reducing the amount of motor movement he has to do, as well as I think it will also help in retrieval and memory, looking
it,
at
all,
the
it also helps us understand how much he has learned, because even if he is struggling with motor planning for using the mouse or whatever, as long as he has the arrows or the other shortcuts, or even if the answer, like you said, if the choices are there on the screen, if he points to it, I know he knows the answer. He's just struggling to type it out or use the mouse comfortably. So that makes a big difference to us. When we are working with him, we feel a lot more uh, empowered. We're not struggling. Does he know? Doesn't he know? That's no longer an issue.
So basically, in autism, you see our children are affected in these three areas, right? Sensory, motor. So, like Aparna was saying, motor issues prevent the child from speaking or pointing or typing or writing. And the sensory issues keep them distracted a lot. They may not look at certain stimulus. They may get distracted during a session. They also have communication and language. So we have to work on something that will bypass these sensory motor issues, also help them develop the language and communication, and also help them in the life skills and the social behavior, social arena where they have to actually function. So these are the areas we have picked up because of that. So, because of these issues that they have, their sitting is difficult, sometimes attention is difficult, motivation. If you go on telling them to do on paper, pencil, and the content is not connected to what they like or they are doing, then there are issues are there. Sometimes they are not listening, even switching between activities, transition, all these are difficult skills. So all of them, affect the language processing. Sometimes they are not able to recognize the spoken word. It is not, when we speak, it is not transient, right? Why am I using a PPT here? So that as I speak, you can also reference and say, oh, this is the word she said, even if you didn't hear me properly or you're not very sure what I said, you do have a visual reference also. That is something very important for our children. That they also, besides the spoken word, have a visual reference, a visual word, which then helps them to connect all of that. And then the exposure. Sometimes we use a word one time. We say, okay, CAT is cat. And immediately we think the child should know CAT is cat. But the child needs to say it, hear it many times. But because of their difficulty, they can't, like a typical child, repeat it, say CAT cat, or write it 100 times. All this is very demotivating or tiring for our children if they have motor issues. So in a computer when we use technology, they can get repetitive exposure to it without feeling tired or threatened. And we can always represent in many ways. It is easier to represent, right? We can't have a flash card for everything, whereas if you use technology, you can have the logo or the picture, whatever they are relating to, it can be represented easily. And we are creating a sensory map for the child. So the way language is stored in our brain is consisting not only of words and spellings, right? It stores the picture, it stores the features. If you take dog, it stores many images of the dog the child may have
Charitable.
seen. It may store things. Please mute yourself as you're coming in so that everybody is able to hear me. Sarvanan, otherwise help to mute those who are not muted. So the way we store things in our brain is like a file which has some sensory information as well as the language aspect. It is not just the language aspect, not just CAT cat is stored in the brain. Along with CAT cat, the image of cat, how the cat, the sound of a cat, the feel of a cat, the fur of the cat, maybe the smell of the cat. So all this information is stored in our brain. So when we use only writing or typing and only letters and words to teach our children to make them literate, it becomes something disconnected. And many of them are not able to process, even those who are able to process it, do it by rote. And then they are not able to connect it to the actual thing and make it functional. So our attempt here is whether we can connect everything and make it functional. And like I said, even having the choices, having visuals helps with the memory and retrieval. And we can also work on planning, sequencing, etc., or with the computer, which show you some worksheets where for the spelling or for visual perception, how we can be using software and create customized things for them. Many of them cannot manipulate. In sequencing, say if they have to do with cubes or with beads, very often they are not even able to pick it up. And by the time they pick and bring it, the whatever they are doing moves away, and then they get frustrated. Whereas here, one can do it with a click of a mouse. So they don't have to. We can separate the motor skill from the visual skill and work on the visual skill, then go back to the motor skill. And something like this is what happened. One second, I'll just give my phone to another staff. Vijay miss or Ramesh, phone attend pannagal. I'm forgetting where I was. Sorry. So we're talking about separating the visual processing with the motor. And I wanted to give the example of, say, even a jigsaw puzzle. Many times, the child with motor issues may have a difficulty in completing the jigsaw puzzle. They may take it to the right place, but they can't fix it, or they can't press it down and the thing moves. These things frustrate them. Whereas if you do a jigsaw puzzle online, then if you put it there, it just stays there, no? And then later on, once visually they know how to solve, then they can come back and do where they are only focusing on the motor skill. And something like this helped even my son at a young age. And even with art and drawing, he learned digital art, and then only he started doing actual art. Visually he started having some ideation, then only his hands learned to move in that direction. So a lot of the children who do have attention issues or speech, motor planning issues, or processing issues, memory retrieval issues, for all of them, this sort of technology-based approach will help. And that's what this slide is saying. It helps with the multi-sensorial approach to learning, making the lessons more interesting. You can add a sound also. You can have a background music, or you can have your voice to give the instruction. Everything can be done, right, in technology, and it doesn't change. Other thing for a child with autism is every time we say something, or every time, for example, I will do this orientation, I may give a different point, I may speak in a different way, and it may be okay for a typical audience. But for a child with autism, they may think, oh, that day she said this is this, and then today she's saying something else. Is it, they may get confused. Even with our tone, the words that we are using, this helps to keep it all the same. Yeah. So the non-transient part of the technology also helps, of the visual technology, and even the sounds, recorded sounds. It also provides the stimulation that some of them are seeking. So rather than look at the fan or something, if they're looking at the slides moving on the screen, then they are learning, right? Rather than looking at the fan for hours at end. So it also, for many, is a mode of communication, and enables, many options for literacy, learning, and leisure. And it is easier to use independently, like Aparna just told us. So some of the assistive technology, I'm talking in the broad way that one can use. Low tech means you can just buy it and then plug and play. You don't have any learning to do. So things like a slant board, or a pencil grip, or a touch screen, or a color coded keyboard, or a adapted mouse, or a calculator. These are all called low tech, technology, assistive technology. They help a person who has a difficulty to easily access something which otherwise, like, they have a difficulty. If they're not able to use the mouse, you have a touch screen, then they don't need to use. They can just go to the place with their hand. Or if they're not able to use the right and left click, you use the adapted mouse, then they can use the adapted mouse. So this is how we are creating
One minute now.
Sorry, I lost my, I don't know what happened. I was kicked out. So I'm back. Um, Let me just bring back the PowerPoint. So we were at the low tech, and I was talking about how it helps for them to, like the adapted mouse helps with the right click, left click kind of options, rolling the ball. The color coded keyboard helps them to find keys more easily. So you may need to use these along with whatever we are teaching you. I'm just showing all this as an example so that you know that, these are also available. For example, some children do very well in a bigger screen, even much bigger than the laptop. So if you have a projector and it's on the wall, it's easier for them to go and point, on the wall, and pick the choices. Or, using a timer, for example, may help them to sit down in the class for longer. So you can set up a timer on your watch or buy a specific timer, or a talking calculator may help because they are hearing the feedback. So all such things are called mid-tech because they need a little bit of setup. The child cannot use it directly. These are things the child can use directly, but here we are looking at things maybe a facilitator will use to help them regulate or learn or process. And then we have high tech, which means that it requires an application or software or something, a little bit of a training to use it. Well, if you take Avaaz or you take any software on the computer, which we are going to focus on a little later. So those things will require little bit of training. So they are called high tech. Now, overall, when you look at learning, now I'm going into what is going to help with learning. What helps with children who are neurodiverse or who have autism is what is called as process-based learning. Instead of teaching piecemeal, like teaching ABCD, if you teach from a picture, and then teach them that this word belongs to that picture. They show them picture of cat, and then the whole word cat, they learn, and then you break it up. Then, you use it in a sentence. This sort of thing, which is process-based, where the whole thing is taught from the beginning rather than teaching in small pieces. And also where lot of connection to the real world and experience is created for the child, that really works for children who are neurodiverse. Also using a lot of pictures, a lot of photographs or cartoons, a lot of demonstrations and experiments versus just explaining things, diagrams, flow charts, mind maps, word webs, all these are very useful for our children while learning. And you can do that with a paper pencil also. But I have brought in here because you can do that using the computer also. Using color, using highlight, using circling. All this helps them to remember and process it better. Uh, right. So we started using this in 2013, where we started creating customizable lessons based on MS Office, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, and Paint is what we used at that point. Later on, we added Excel, Canva, and Paint 3D, etc. So this is based on the project Prayas that I was a part of. I was on the advisory of that. So we sort of did it like a 3-year project where we try to see how can we leverage technology for learning, and a lot of content was created connecting to some basic academic skills. And it really worked. It jump-started their learning. So it's more like things that were created for cognitive and language concepts and very customized, where there are, when you look at the apps, like you do have thousands of apps that you have, say, on the iPad or the Android devices. And like, for example, I'm showing you something called First Words Pro, and then you can just go to this, and then say for two, it is showing you this, and then you have to drag and drop. So you have a lot of this that is going on. But here you are stuck with whatever picture or whatever words that the app is giving to you. For example, the bed over here may not be the same way the bed is in your house. So when you create your own customized worksheet, you can take the pictures of things that the child is physically using, the motivators and reinforcers of the child, the favorite food of the child, whatever it is that they are seeing in a real context, and then have a similar, words created and him to have the spellings done. So it is possible through MS Office, and that is what we have explored a lot. And in the process of doing that, they also learn digital skills, which are very important in this current times for everybody, not only our children. Not only focusing on typing, we teach typing separately, we teach this CAT, BAT separately, then we ask them to do it. It becomes quite, the child is storing it in different bins in their brain, and they are not connecting it all. So here we are saying, can we do something that create things that are connected, that will get them all these skills also, mouse skills, drawing, using the shape tools, using the cut, copy, paste, navigation, file management, and also typing. Yeah. So looking at it as a holistic way, can we also target, besides the literacy skills here, can we also target the digital literacy skills in terms of all the tools that are available in MS Word, PowerPoint, Paint, Excel, as well as navigation, mouse, typing, and also even internet searching and graphics. So can we do that while they are learning the content that we want them to learn? What do we want them to learn in the content? Whether it is academics or it's a functional academics, we're looking at reading, writing or typing, and maths. This is the basic thing that we call as literacy, right? So where in reading, we want them to be able to have a strong vocabulary, read sight words, make simple sentences. We can easily create lot of content in that area, whatever be the topic. It can be a topic from the second standard English textbook, or it can be a topic about a social story. It can be a recipe. It can be a maths lesson where they have to learn subtraction. So whatever be the topic, we can create customized worksheets which are relevant to their context. And we can even, for example, use the names they are familiar with. If for example, if you take a child called Varun, you can say Varun ate one mango, and then his sister Surya ate one mango. So how many mangoes did they eat? So it sort of connects to our children rather than say somebody who's not connected, some name that is not connected. So that is where the customization comes in. So for reading, we basically look at matching the picture to words. These are things you do on the tabletop. But here we can create worksheets for that. Reading common words, understanding the function feature class, able to sort them in different ways, fill in the blank, do word searches, crosswords, read simple sentences, create some sentences, associate words. So all the worksheets will be, we will teach you how to create worksheets for all these goals using MS Office, and be able to connect the digital goals also that you have. Or when you look at writing or typing, able to copy write or copy type initially, Then fill the missing beginning letter, missing letter, jumble letters, spell independently, create the sentences. Over here it says clicker, but we are you going to use Word. Probably I didn't edit this. And then be able to use connector words to create sentences. When you look at math, we can create worksheets for everything in the basic level: counting, addition, subtraction, more, less, before, after, greater, smaller, your calculator skills, money identification, time, measurement. So all those skills, how to create, we will teach you, give you strategies to create the worksheets. And when you look at functional skills, we look at the communication, social skills, self-care, housekeeping. We have these courses ongoing. We call them life skills to literacy course. And we've created the content, but we are going to teach you how to create content similar to that, so that whatever be the topic, we may not have covered some topics, or there may be some topics you want specific to your child. Very often when I do the social skills course, then the parent says, no, no, I would like a social story for this or that. Then how do they create it? The connected worksheets we will be covering in the third week. So the second week will be the maths. The first week will be for the literacy, and digital literacy is all through, it will be connected. And the third week will be for the functional skills. Looking at using all the vocabulary. There is so much of vocabulary around functional skills. Child doesn't need to be doing academics. There could be things that they are interested in, connected to their daily schedule, connected to their, self-care routines, health and hygiene related vocabulary, safety related, leisure related, social stories, recipes, their interests, whatever activities they are doing, what motivates them, all that can be incorporated into these worksheets. So it is totally, then you will have a customized program for your own child or student. And coming to digital, the fourth week where we'll look at digital art, and fostering the creativity through digital art. Initially, we start with MS Paint because it's a very basic, easy software, easy for the child to use. And we will start with how to create things connecting to the visual perception, because the visual processing skills are very important to then go on to art or creativity. So, how to create some basic worksheets for that is something we will work on, and then go to how to create some complex graphics and be more creative. And as we progress, we will also incorporate MS Word, MS PowerPoint, because certain features in Paint are not there. For example, in Paint, the rotation is only by 90 degrees, whereas in Word, you can rotate very subtly, each. So those kind of things, if we need for a particular graphic, we want the angle to be different, or we want to create some animation effects, we may use Word or PowerPoint. Also, if we want to create very quick posters or flyers, how to use Canva, how to use Paint 3D to create that 3D effect, photo editing. All this kind of thing is there in our graphics intermediate course. Here, we will be giving you some ideas and teach you how to create such lessons for yourself and where to apply them. So the overall learning outcome of this 8-week workshop will be that you will be able to create content that helps the student to follow a visual, or to complete a life skill, or understand a social skill or a recipe. And you'll be able to develop and sustain an interest in the academic skills, or whatever skills, literacy skills that you're working on, or the creativity, and inculcate that independence and creativity in their response. And to be able to create a content which builds a vocabulary. So these are the four goals, that the life skills, the, learning skills, which I've here called as academic skills and creativity, and then the literacy skills, where it's the language related skills and math related skills they are learning, and then the digital literacy. So all these four areas you will be combined in just one worksheet even. And hence it is very quick learning. That is why it jump starts the learning. That's the benefit. quickly the child who has been lagging behind will suddenly be able to move a little quicker towards their age appropriate goals. So this focus is very much on the skills. The content can be anything. Yeah. And so we map it to whatever custom content. You will learn to map it. And then the worksheets we can create it interconnected. Everything need not be like straight jacketed. Suppose this week they are, for example, we'll take a older child who's making a recipe. He's making a particular soup. So then there are all the vegetables and ingredients that are required for the soup. Then there is measurement that can be connected to that. There can be a shopping worksheet where they go and the money aspect is taken care of. They do some calculation. So you can practically map it to the child's day. Yeah. And then there could be some health and nutrition you talk about because there are vegetables involved. You can connect it to that. Then that becomes a science lesson. So and then you can check the spellings of the child and ask them to form some new sentences. You can also bring in attributes because in vegetables you have color, you have taste, you have the spices, you have textures. So all this you have size of the vegetable, how you cut it. You have shaped cubes, you can say, or you can say long rectangles. So much integration you can do in the content and interconnect the worksheet. So they are learning multiple things that are connected. And that is how it is stored in our brain. We are not storing lists in our brain. In our brain, we are storing things like a schema. A schema is a set of interconnected data which has a single key. So as soon as you say carrot, I want everybody to become alert now. Can you say what you think of when as soon as I say carrot? Come on, ladies and guys. I hope you all are awake.
Carrot is long.
And the color of the carrot.
Orange.
Orange.
Picture of the
Okay.
carrot.
And then
Long.
Shape.
long, is it?
The weight,
Saravanan, can you put these words on the chat box? Huh?
size of the carrot, the weight of the carrot, the
The
shape,
size of the
The
carrot,
shape.
the weight of the carrot,
the
and
texture
what you
when
can
you
do with
touch
the
it,
carrot.
texture when you, the
Yeah,
taste, the smell.
yeah,
Vegetable
it's a
market.
texture is crunchy. Then it's when you grate it, it's a slightly sweet taste. Then maybe you want to grate it, maybe you want to cut it in the cubes. Maybe you think of where the carrot is below the soil, grows below the soil. It's a root vegetable or is it a stem? So many things, right? What kind of vitamin does it give? We can take the carrot to any level. We can even talk about why we have something, hi, Varun.
He's
The
busy
class,
saying hi to Saravanan sir because
he
he's
thinks
used
it's his
to seeing
class.
him.
It's not your class. It is daddy and mommy's class today.
Okay, go.
So you can even, if it's an older child, you can say, all this, and then you can say there is a carrot and stick theory, and you can put a story about what is carrot and stick, and we use it all the time. We are always trying to motivate our children with some rewards and then having some consequences. So you can say it's the same. It's a carrot and stick. So why do we call it carrot and stick? We can go into that kind of story. So there is a huge thing just with one carrot. But now, if you had to write all this content in a notebook and like an essay and read it out to your child, they won't be interested, right? So instead, but then if you have to create flashcards for all these things and all that, that also is very laborious. So when you use Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or maybe you even use Paint for the child to draw or trace a carrot or you give the diagram of a carrot and they have to fill colors, it becomes very easy both for you and the child, right? It takes a little bit of effort to get the hang of this methodology and to start creating the content. Once you do that, it will really empower you. You will really enjoy this process of creating your own worksheets. And I'm hoping we can create, like, we can have a common community where we can all share what we all created and learn from each other. That is my takeaway from this course. That is why I'm offering, because we are bored of our own ideas. So we want more fresh ideas from all of you. All right. So for completing this course, you need to have these software. I hope you're able to see it. You need to have Windows 10 or 11. I know that Aparna, you don't, and you have Linux, but as long as MS Office will work on that. If you have iOS, MS Office works differently on iOS. So the worksheets we send have to work on that, because we will be asking you to create some content, at least for this course. But later on, you can go and create it in whatever software you want, right? Because you're going to use it. Right now, just for the purpose of this course, you will need to have this. You can't use the Google Docs or the Google Sheets because they don't have some of the features that we will be teaching you. So that is not a possibility. Also, many a time now in Windows 11, you don't have plain Paint Classic. It is there. There is a Paint, but it functions little differently. So we would recommend you download it. It's available free online. So if you can download Paint Classic, Paint 3D, or if you just once you register, we'll create a group, and if you ask on the group, we can send you the link. You may need to have a Gmail account even to access Canva free. So you may need that. And then you'll need Zoom to join these classes. It'll be a similar format, the class also. So that's about it from me. I'm going to stop sharing, and at this point, you can ask questions, or Saravanan is planning to just demonstrate a little bit, not just the worksheets, but how we create some of the features. So you get an idea of what you're going to learn, and then you can ask questions also, whichever way. I'm just going to pause for a minute to see if anyone has a question and look at the chat box. Chat box has the features of Carrot. Anyone has a question? Okay, if not, Saravanan, maybe he's just going to demonstrate a few English, few maths, a few paint, and also some features that we'll be teaching you. So some of the things he demonstrate may be a little advanced, but that's the whole idea. The basic things you may know already.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So we'll start with the simple worksheets. Okay. So this is the basic vocabulary worksheet. So type the name. Sorry, here you need to choose the name from the drop-down box. So there is a furniture. So a lot of furnitures in this page. So every picture has a word, the word clue. So once you click on the arrow button, so the drop-down menu, you can get the 3 word choices. So how to create this? Okay, so I'll show how to do this. So this is the option name is drop-down box. So once you go down, so I'll add one more picture here. So go to the internet. So here you can maybe add the word sofa.
So either you can go to the internet or you can click a picture and insert it if you want the child to learn a specific thing. But here he's going to teach you how to create a drop-down box. That is something that is not so easy for us to create maybe, but very easy. That's the first step for the child. Doesn't even have to move the mouse. From the 3 options, he just has to click one answer. Okay.
So here, once you open the picture, you can go to the copy image. Then now you paste the image here. So now I am using Control V. I'm pasting, or you can go here. Sorry, go and paste. This is the paste option under the file. Could you see the paste option under the file? The exam pad symbol, that is the paste option. So if you want to crop it also, you can crop. Okay. So now we can resize the picture based on the page size. Now we add a box. This is the word, the keyword, the choice button. Okay, here you need to add text. So a lot of things involved for each worksheet. So here you need to use the, once you go to the developer option, the third one is a drop down box. So this is a drop down box menu. So here we need to, initially it does not have any words. So we need to add the words. Okay, so what are the choices we can give? For example, here, once you click it, sofa,
Table.
Yeah. Okay. Table,
Chair.
then we need to add the word chair. Okay. So if you add a few more choices also, you can add. Now I stop with only 3 words, then click on OK. Okay, so once you select these words, once you click on that, so we can get the list of the words. See?
So do you see how quickly, easily we could just create?
So if you create this, you can use it for all 3 choices pictures. So you can use the same drop-down menu for table also, can choose the same thing for the chair also.
So you can copy and paste it if you
Copy. Okay. So if you add the picture of the table and you can give the same choice here, then the child can click the table here. Okay. For the next page or the next page, you can give the same answer choice. The child may select the chair option. If you give the chair picture, the child can select the chair option.
Prachi has a question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ma'am, one thing that is coming to my mind is like this, these are the basic tools or you will equip us with, but there are different sessions or like for literacy, maths, if we choose any one. So you will choose these basics in any one of the session or every session you will
Every session we will show you most of the tools. There may be some overlap and there may be some exclusive also.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Because it is different. For example, when we're doing social skills or something, the way we approach the whole content is slightly different. Or doing maths, we may use a little more of Excel, and that kind of differences will be there.
okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And certainly for the basic, for like the first session, we're looking at the primary level. So we are not going to look too much about creating, how to make our child create the content. Whereas when I look at functional thing, we move to a higher level, we make them create a table or we make them create a PowerPoint, how to write the instruction for that. Such examples will come in the 3rd week.
Ma'am, can I just
Yeah.
see, for the supposing in the Dropbox we have made all this this Dropbox and we are telling our son you choose it, so he must be able to choose the proper thing like chair. For chair he must be able to make out that this is chair.
Yeah.
And then he has to do it. So this program is for the parents or the caregivers. So
Is
that
for the parents. Yeah, so that you can create worksheets. And like we said, this is slightly a higher level skill. You can easily create 2 boxes and have chair in one and table in the other.
Yeah, but the
Typed
son,
out.
but the child should know, na, madam. This is the chair and he has to click on the chair. He has to
That
recognize the
through
word chair.
through the process. That's why we call it process-based learning. We are not going to wait for the chicken or the egg. We're going to start this way. If they don't know, we teach them. Over time, if you really don't know, then you repeat the worksheet. That is why technology helps. You can do it in a different way the next time. You needn't have the drop down. You can have 3 boxes instead, or you can say drag and drop, the correct answer. You can do it in many ways so that then they remember and learn than just repeat. That's the whole idea.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you then you can decode. Is it because this chair looks very different from the chair I have at home or at school? Maybe you can take a picture of that chair. You can try to see whether he's identifying in the real environment. See, it
So the whole thing is,
doesn't absolve us of teaching. It's a
yeah.
tool for teaching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or initially we can use color code for
Yeah.
We will not use normally color code for the correct answer. Um, yeah, unless we use color coding when they are doing categorizing. Like if they are separating, suppose you're saying carrot, you're saying that you take all the vegetables and then you type in the color, the taste, and something. Then we can use a color coding there.
I'm saying the font color of the word.
Yeah. We can use
You
anyway.
can any
So many
font
things
color
are
you can
there.
use, but as a cue, I don't recommend to use. That the correct answer will be in the red color. No, we don't want to do that. Then it will block the learning. Prachi, any question or just lower your hand then please, so we don't. Yeah, Saravanan. He'll
Yeah,
just
ma'am.
demonstrate, give a few examples today. We won't be teaching everything today. Obviously, it's an orientation. Just to give you a flavor of what all you'll learn.
So this is the jumble words. So this is what. So spelling worksheet. So go to the letter on top, then it shows the 4-side arrow. Then the child can move the letters.
So what skill do you think is they will learn through this besides spelling? What is the digital skill here?
Drag
Mouse.
and drop.
Yeah, dragging
Drag
of
and
mouse.
drop. Huh?
Dragging the mouse.
So mouse skill also. So if the child has a difficulty with mouse skill is when we will use such a worksheet. So we need to assess whether mouse skill is required, whether spelling is a skill required. So you look at three checklists you need to have. What are all the digital skills that he needs? What are all the literacy skills that he lags in? And what is the content I want to teach? When you connect these three, your worksheet will be ready. What you should use for each worksheet, you will know. So we will, Saravanan, maybe you can just show how to create maybe one of these jumbled things. So these are just text boxes, right?
Yeah. So initially we are using the insert the picture the same way you are inserting, copy and paste the picture from the internet. Then we can add the letters. So go to the shapes and so draw one box. Okay. Then we can give, if you want a color, you can give the color. Then you can add text. For example, the same sofa or chair. You can use the letter O. So once you can select the box, you can use copy and paste, or you can use the control and drag. Now I am using control and drag, I get the 4 boxes. So here I can give different spellings for each box. Okay, then we give the answer line. So here we need to use the line and give the line.
Now you can decide if the child doesn't know the spelling, like Uma had asked in the last time, if what if he doesn't know chair, then you can have the spelling on the side. You can have another box with the spelling,
Ah,
the whole spelling so far. And then ask the child look at the first letter, then drag it. It's the same way. All right. So you can just type on top so far or on the side, whatever works. And you can have the picture. So if you want them to type from memory, next time you can just use the same worksheet, remove that, and make them do it from memory. That is the advantage, that you can quickly create content. It won't take you like for 1 day's like 1 hour class. It may take you 1 hour to prepare for it. But once you do that 1 hour, the next time you have a new topic, you can just use the same things and only change the content. Then it will take only half an hour. So once you have a template, a few templates, which is what we will help you create through the course, then mostly you can use those templates for various things. Got it?
Ma'am, it will work for touchscreen also?
It will work for touchscreen also. We do use it with touchscreen. Yes.
okay.
In
We'll go
fact,
to the next one.
initially, if our children don't have mouse skills, in order to help them feel successful, we use touchscreen and slowly work on the mouse. Okay. Now we are using PowerPoint.
So this is a new tool we are using. So this is like a comprehension question. Is this a railway station? We need to give yes or no answer. And the heading is choose yes or no by using shape fill tool with green color. One color is mentioned and also the tool, shape fill tool. Okay, so here you need to, the child can click answer and go to the shape fill tool. And here the child can select the color green. So that is the instruction. Okay.
So over here, the goal is one, testing the child. Two is to teach that new tool. Normally, we are only focusing on typing, right? We are saying that no, we want to teach our children all the tools that you see on the heading there at the end of the day, so that they are able to also use MS Office to create their own content in their workspace or school or wherever. That is also the goal. So now, just go back to that one. I just want to point out something there. The PowerPoint,
Oh.
the first page of the PowerPoint. Um, we always want to give an instruction like this. We'll also train you that you should give a clear instruction, which so that and you can train your child to start reading with you the instruction. So they also learn to follow written instruction, reading, all those skills also you can work on along with. See, the worksheet doesn't enable it, but your facilitation will enable those things. All right, Saravanan. So we are at 326. We will show you a couple of more. And if you specifically have any questions, we'll show you some more also. We can go on and on. But if anybody has a tight deadline, they can ask whatever they need to ask and leave the session. Okay.
Ma'am,
So this,
can I ask one question?
yeah.
Ma'am, as you've mentioned, there will be no recording of these sessions, but there would be some like lot of things that we need to note down and remember.
We will give you homework with instructions like to what to do.
Okay.
Which
So,
every session you will have homework where you will practice. You will have to create worksheets, and those things will have instructions.
okay.
All right.
I'm like, I don't know, my memory is not that strong or something like that. I was thinking, how
We
to
are not
remember
for
so much.
recording because of two reasons. Recording decreases attendance,
Yes,
decreases attention in the class.
true.
And we want the class to be attended and to be interactive. During the class itself, we will ask you to try, like interactively. We will give you remote control and you will be trying something. So this is our reason. Even all our sessions, we don't record.
Ma'am, at
Yeah,
least give us some
will-
handouts or something which we can.
No, we
get for
will,
later.
if it's a difficult thing, we'll record a demo and share it with you for
Yeah.
just
ma'am,
that thing.
Okay.
Not a problem. But I refuse to change my policy on recording the whole session. That
No,
we
no,
will
no. It's
handle.
not about
Ah,
changing a policy. It's just about I'm thinking how could I remember
you
whenever
will,
I
you
need.
will. That is the
So,
whole point. Just like your children, by using this methodology, are going to learn, you are also going to learn. Don't worry.
okay, it's for this. I mean, on weekdays only, all weekends. The
These
program.
are no,
I,
no. These we have already shared the dates. We
okay,
had
I'm
a
working.
whole file document that we had shared. If you don't have it, I can send it to you. With the flyer we had shared, we talked about on Thursdays and Tuesdays. It is
Weekdays. Okay.
weekdays 2:30 to 4.
Oh, I will not be able to attend, ma'am. I'm working.
Yeah. So that is mainly targeted for parents so that the children are not in the way, as well as teachers can attend from school. That is what is the thing.
Oh, but I will not be able to attend then because
Okay.
I'm working.
So maybe someday time we will offer in the weekend. This is our first time ever like we are offering. So, and Prachi to maybe someday when we are tired of teaching, we will record everything and put it online. But right now we want to be like
Ma'am, keep
this.
it on Sundays, na?
We are on a holiday on Sundays now. We work
Second and
6
fourth
days a
Saturday.
week.
Second and fourth
हमें
Saturday.
भी छुट्टी चाहिए ना.
No, second and fourth Saturday will do. Ma'am, I'm on leave. I will not be able to attend.
Next batch. This batch, no change.
Okay. Okay.
Ah. Okay, let's go back.
Okay. So this is also like a same the drop down box worksheet, but it has some more options, more choices. It's like a comprehension, picture comprehension. Yeah, the old farmer is sitting on the horse. Thin donkey is braying. Like this. The same drop down box, but with the more choices.
And suppose the child is not able to look in this picture, it is very complicated. You have so many tools, right? You can use auto shape. You can go and circle the old farmer and say, look, where is this guy? You know, where is the old farmer? So you can circle it using the tool. I'm putting Saravanan in a spot.
Hmm.
I think you have to just send to back and then it will come.
Which one, ma'am?
And the old farmer circle பண்ணுங்க.
Okay, I can do.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a one more option is there. So go to the fill, no fill color.
So that way we can use tools interactively also. Can we go to some more examples?
Many worksheets on social skills.
On
Social skills.
so social skills.
Oh,
Skills, yes.
social skill. Yeah.
Yeah. We can help you create on any content. Social skills we already have lots. So we can show you.
So this is a one type of worksheet. When the child is click on the option, it shows the response. The taste of salt is just now we are.
So how do we create something like this? So this is a PPT actually, and we use animation, right? Feature,
Yeah, ma'am, animation feature.
and he'll just show you briefly.
Okay, so we are using watermelon. So I just copy the image and paste it here, and then resize the image also, and fix it.
So when the image doesn't move, what to do, we will be teaching you. There's something called wrap text type that will help you. to keep it
In the PowerPoint, drop text, no need actually. So
Okay.
you can easily move anywhere.
Oh, okay, nice. Something I'm learning from, always learning from Saravanan.
Okay. Then we need give the options. So how to give the option? Go to the insert and give the box, and then you can give, for example, no color also you can give. Sorry. And then add text. Initially it gives, okay, sweet. Okay, I'm using the text color and the font size also I'm using. So when I use this, I can use the copy and paste, and I can make the answer choice. I can change it to answer. That's it. Okay, so the options are ready. So now how to add the animation? So how to get the response? So go to the insert and click on the shape. So the sweet is the answer. We need to give the tick mark for the sweet and the cross mark for the salt. Okay, so need to go here, and it is a L shape. So get the L shape and add the L shape like this, and then change to green color and rotate. Okay. Then for the salt, again go to the insert and shape, and here you can choose the cross mark. Where is the cross mark? So here. So equation shapes. So use the cross mark, and I can change the color to be red. Okay. So this is the options we are adding, but we need to add the animation also. So here we can give some white or random bars, any option we can give. Okay. Then finally, so go to the, once you select the option and go to the trigger and click on. So rectangle 2 is the first option. Rectangle 4 is the second option. So rectangle, when we click the rectangle 2, the tick mark will come. Again, choose the wrong answer and go to the trigger and click on. When we click on the rectangle 4, it gives the wrong option. So now we'll check it will come or not. So now we click on sweet. See, it is shows the sweet. Now, if the child clicks the wrong answer, it shows the wrong symbol. So this is a way we can create. So a lot of things is there. We can add the voice, clapping sound, applause sound, or explode sound. If the child clicks the wrong answer, it maybe give explode sound. We can set everything. So a lot of things we can teach in the model.
So you can just show how it works.
Which one, ma'am?
Now that, like, just go to the slideshow and show how it works.
Just now I'm showing it.
You showed it. Okay.
Yeah. So one more, or maybe one more worksheet also there.
Somebody asked about social skills. Do you have something, or shall I show anything? I can just show.
Okay, so social, maybe, yeah,
I can just show something. I pulled out something that we just took in the last social skills class.
Okay. Shall I stop my screen, ma'am?
Yeah, stop share. So the last social skills session we did was dealing with change. And so here, this is a worksheet we have created of different types of changes that are there, like lockdown, changing the house, etc. And we are saying, teaching the child to cope up with it. So what is the concept of a sudden change? Instead of calling it a change, we're calling it a surprise. and that some surprises are good and some surprises are bad. So this is the social skill that we are working on. So this many situations we have created, and you can create something like this. A camping trip got cancelled, for example, is a good surprise or a bad surprise? It's a bad surprise. So then the instruction here is to use tool, insert shapes, stars and banners, explosion, click the shape format, fill it with the colors as per the sample. So for bad surprise, I have to put orange color and then type inside bad surprise. This is a slightly advanced level worksheet. So the child should know, it's not like drag and drop level the child is, it's the next level. So if we go here, what we are trying to say is that, um, where's the camping trip now? Yeah. So I go to this camping trip page, I go to insert, shapes, and go to banners. Over here, I look for explosion. So this is explosion, can you see? So I take it and I draw an explosion. And I need to change the color. So I'll go to shape fill and make it orange because that is what the sample is. And then I have to type here. Yeah, not there, but inside this, I need to add a text and type BADSURPRISE. And we also can teach the child itself to change the font size to a larger size if it is smaller. Change the font to whatever font that is comfortable. Usually, if we want it to be close to handwriting, we use Comic Sans. So we can say this so that the readability is easier and they can copy and write then. If it is Comic Sans, it's easier to copy and write. Or if they're using joint handwriting, then you can choose a font that looks like their handwriting. And so this is what they have to do. All right. So whatever be the content here, I just showed you an example where the content was learning about change. Yeah. And so according to that, we have created a worksheet. Okay. So there will be a teaching worksheet. Usually for social skill, we'll be teaching. There'll be a presentation we create where we tell them, okay, changes happen and this sort of changes can happen, and some may make you feel sad and some may make you feel nice, and etc. etc. And how you deal with it. That's the whole presentation. But this is the worksheet which is related to it.
Sample
Just a
maths,
sample.
can you show?
Yeah. Maths and digital art, maybe, Saravanan, little bit, and then we can. I'll just stop share.
So I'll share some of the maths worksheets, sample maths worksheets. So this is the addition worksheet. So learn addition with copy, paste, drag and drop by numbers. For example, so we need to do copy and paste. When we use the copy and paste, we get 2 balls. And then here we need to add 1 ball. Okay, so what is the instruction? So then merge cell, count all and type. So here select 2 boxes and then click on and merge cell. So now you count both all the balls in the box, then type here, type the number here.
So using the table feature of merge to get the concept of addition.
So copy and paste also.
And we are working on the copy paste skills as far as skill goes. Any more, Saravanan? Quickly, maybe.
Yeah.
For big, small, and all, how we have created worksheets?
Big and small.
We can show. Finally, we will be teaching you in the 2 weeks in detail.
Okay, so this is the money worksheet. So we are adding a sound also in the PowerPoint.
Put
2 5-rupee notes in the box. Could you hear the sound?
Yes.
Yeah, we could hear the sound. Yes.
Okay. So based on the instruction, the child moving the notes. So move 4 10 rupees. There are different type of 10 rupees, 2 different types here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then add the money in the big box and then type like that. Okay, one more explainer. This is a Excel worksheet. So here there is a formula on the box. So look the sum. So balance cash, how to calculate the balance cash equal to money in hand minus cost of the item purchased. So money in hand. So how to use the formula? There is a formula here. So this is the option we need to use. So equal to 200 minus 179. Then press the enter. It shows the answer automatically. So we don't need to use the calculator in the Excel sheet. Equal to 500 minus 285. Okay. Okay, now I am showing the place value worksheet. So it is a simple place value worksheet. So how many tens in a 18? There is 1 10 and 8 ones. So with the help of blocks, we can move it. So 110, after 10, 10 is over, 110 is over. Then you need to move to the units. So 1 to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. We can also give the comparison between the two numbers. So which number is bigger? So we are using so this worksheet is a MS Paint worksheet. So you are using the bucket tool for coloring. So the child can choose any color. For the first box, one, sorry, no, 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now, which box has more colors? Which one is bigger number and compare 2 and 8? Shade the boxes for the given number, then circle the bigger number. Which one is a bigger number when compared 2 and 8? The 8 is a bigger number. So you can use the circle tool and circle the 8. So this number has more colors, so it is a big number compared with 2.
So there are many ideas for maths also.
So this is a calendar worksheet, sample of calendar, the whole year calendar. Okay, we can fill the color here. For example, the January 1st is a new year. We can give the color for it. Then we can add the thing also. So Jan 1st, new year. So any function or any special days also, we can type the name of the month and the date and the name also.
Okay, Priya ma'am. We'll meet you next week.
Sir, for money concept.
Yeah, we will
Time,
teach you
time.
many ideas for money also.
And time.
can show you money, time, measurement, weight, length, the
Yeah.
distance. All of that we have created content. If you just want our content, you just have to join our course for the students. If you want to learn, then here it will be more of showing you the techniques of creating the worksheet for that, not just giving you those worksheets. Get it? There's a difference.
And we want to learn only actually.
Yeah,
Because we only have to teach it to the children, na? So
The-
I need to learn it first.
yeah. You need to learn to create a worksheet, or you want just the content. You can decide which way it
No,
is.
no, create the worksheet. I don't know how to create the worksheet.
Yeah, yeah. So, for example, for time,
Hello, ma'am.
yeah.
So this
Yes.
is the time
So, ma'am, if you
worksheet.
just want the content, so all the worksheets are
We
there
will
available.
not be, we will not, we don't sell just the content like that. We do have courses that we start in June. We have 5 topics. They are mainly for 12 and above. They're not academic content. We have not done it for academics yet. We have functional maths, we have daily living skills and housekeeping, we have culinary skills, we have social skills and graphic arts. These are courses where we will teach once a week and then give you the homework for 1 week. Then again we come back and it's an online group class. There we do give the content.
Parents.
Parent or the student can also be there. Mostly students are there with the parent. Usually it's evening 5 to 6 so that the child can also be there. That will start from June.
So, okay. So one more thing, how to create a calendar, that is also easily we can create.
Money somebody had asked, so if you can show that also. Yeah.
Yeah, money. Yeah, sure. So a lot of worksheets in money.
It is our pet project, money.
Thank you. So this is a 20 rupee conversion. So how to give 20 rupees in different way? So once this is a teaching portion, then the testing portion also there. After the 10 slides, the child can move. So how many 5 rupees I need to move for 20 rupees? So 5, 10, 15, 20. So how many 10 rupees for 20 rupee is equal to 20 rupees? So there are many worksheets. We have like a shopping worksheet also there. It's like give a shopping experience. So noodles, 1 packet. So this is a shopping list. Based on the shopping list or from the audio, the child can move the item to the trolley, the cart. So noodles, 1 packet. Sorry. So 1 packet. Then shampoo, 1. The dairy milk, 1 packet. Then the watermelon, half. Then, so the bill is there. So what is the bill amount is 102 rupee. So how to give 102 rupee? There is 100 and 12 rupee. There are a lot of worksheets in money. So distance also there.
Yeah.
So Nikhil travels 25 kilometers from hotel. So hotel is in 10th kilometer, 10 plus 25 kilometer. He is traveling 25 kilometer. Then when he is going, 10 plus 25 equal to 35. What is it? 35? There is a zoo. So he is going to the zoo.
So we'll help you to create some of this. We'll give you all the ideas, we'll give you some templates, and we'll also push you to create some creative things on your own. That will be the content of the course. I think demo we've done good enough for now, Saravanan. Unless somebody has a specific thing, then we will show some more. Because we've already reached.
Graphic cards, what about
On
graphic cards?
graphics,
Graphic arts you can show, yeah.
So this is a perception related, some of them are perception related worksheets. So there are three colors in the pattern, right? So red, blue, and green. Okay, so again, red is coming. What is after red? You need to choose blue, then green, then again red. And some of them are patterns. You can use some multiple different tools in the auto shapes. So here I can use the polygon tool and easily I can draw the picture. So this is the join dots, connect the dots. The difference also there. Spot the difference. So we can create a lot of patterns. So how to create the pattern? I'm using the, now I am choosing the rectangle tool and draw the rectangle small to big. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. For the left side, so how to get the perfect diagonal line? We can use the shift tool. Press the shift tool and drag, we can get the perfect diagonal lines. So we can create only one the specific part of the picture, and then we can create like a rangoli. So rotate, use the rotate option, and then choose the oval shape. Then finally select the whole thing. Before that, I can give the color also, or I can first do one set, then I give the color. And then rotate 180° and fix it with the first one. Then I select the both and then copy and paste and rotate 80°, left 90 or right 90. Now I choose the transparent selection. Then I fix the shape. Then I give the color red for the bottom, top and bottom. Right and left, I gave the purple color. Then the top and bottom is the orange color. So when the child is having the difficulty to do the coloring, we can increase the size of the picture, then give the colors inside. And right and left is a green. And then fill the color yellow inside. This is the one. So this is the one set I'm creating. Once I'm creating, I can make it copy and paste. Okay. Now I make like a Rangoli design. The help of one pattern. Now I make it down. Then again press. Initially, I'm using only 3 shapes. One is the diamond shape, and the next one is triangle and the oval shape. There are only 3 shapes, and with the copy and paste and with the rotation. So I'm making the like a Rangoli design. And here is also. So this is a pattern. So initially it starts with a simple squares. Then select the whole thing and then copy and paste here and then fill the color inside. Okay, so I need to give one more. I missed one square shape. Then select the whole thing and drag it into the next box. And then I give the color orange to the outer side and gold color to the middle one and the yellow for the center. Then I make it little distance, or I can use the line tool also. See, I make the design, 3 designs with the one pattern. So patterns also over, then perception, draw lines, order shapes. So how to draw the valley I am showing. So initially I can draw the drum part first. So draw one oval shape and draw another oval shape on it and resize it and fix it with the first one. Then I cut with the eraser. Then remove the unwanted line with the white color. Now I make the whirly man with the help of triangle and then rotate 180-degree and then draw the neck portion and then oval shape. Then draw the hands like this. See, now the picture is up, so I cannot draw the other lines here. Okay, I need to make it down and then I can have a space to draw it. So finally, I can use the little more thin lines. For the sticks, I am using thin line. Okay.
So many people are saying they have to leave, so we can sort of after this one maybe just take a break. Anyway, if they are joining the course, we'll be showing them a lot more and giving them a lot more help. These are the basic ones, and then even more complex things can be created. How to trace, how to, whatever it might be, the child needs to learn. Even for their academic content, we can use the paint worksheets. It's not just for the creativity. So we'll be showing that also. If we can just take some quick questions and wrap it up, I'll be happy. Yeah. There is a question for week 3 and 4, is laptop mandatory? Yes. For all the weeks, you need your laptop, and you need, because we're going to work on the laptop or the computer. I mean, you need a system. This does not work on the phone or the tab. And if you miss a week, yes, we will be sending you the content, like I said, but it will be difficult for us. We will not record. We are very strong on that we will not record. Please try to attend. It's just 1.5 hours, twice a week, for 8 weeks. Try and schedule yourself and attend the sessions. And it's at a time that is not usually a conflict, unless you're seeing a matinee show. It's it's not a conflicting time either. Yeah. Yes, any other questions? We're quite happy. Like, if you're stuck somewhere, we will send a demo. You can we'll create a WhatsApp group. You say, oh, I don't know how to do this. We'll send a demo. It will be interactive. The WhatsApp group will be open forever after that. So even after 6 months, if you say, oh, I'm trying this, we can always get back to you. We are nice that way.
So, ma'am, from where we can know about your other courses?
I didn't get you. I couldn't hear you clearly, Ara.
So, ma'am, from where we can know about your other courses which are offering?
Those courses we'll announce. Wherever you got to know this, I'm sure we always announce on all the groups. And or you connect, you send me a message or something. Around June 15th is when we'll start the basic courses. And once we finish basic, then that'll be about 2 plus 2 plus about 6 months we'll do the basic, and the other 6 months we do the 5 to 6 months we do the intermediate level for the same topics. There you will get the child can attend, and then you will get the content. For weekly content we will send. We have also, like, Priya was there, and I think Hemavati is still there. They are from Asha for Autism in Bangalore, and that school is using our content. We do sell the content to schools, but it is too expensive for an individual to buy that whole content. So we try to make it more accessible through the course. Because once you buy our content, you will have to pay a hefty price for it, right? Each module we sell at a higher price because it is editable content.
Because, ma'am, I think there is also one more program which you are running. I saw it sometime back, like how to teach privacy and
that is the social
by
skills.
some other name.
Social
the
skills.
Club Youngistan.
Youngistan has bought some of our content, and they have put it up as a e-course. It has me or Saravanan teaching the course. It's a same content only, but there the format is offline. Like, whenever you want, you can watch the video and download the worksheets and work with it. The format is slightly different. We have partnered with Youngistan. It is our content only that is over there.
Okay.
Thank you. We have to leave. Sorry.
Please.
But I'll see you on Thursday. I'll see you. He will see you on Thursday. He will see you on Thursday. I'm so used to saying I will see you on Thursday. I said it this time also.
No, we are very happy to have a dad join us.
Give him lots of homework, please.
And no, we're expecting also to learn, like I said, from all of you, your creativity.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. I'm stopping the recording.